If your kids are having trouble changing an improper fraction to a mixed number, you want to tune in for this. Okay, so I'm just going to start out just talking about the language that we use. When we learned when we were younger how to change an improper fraction into a mixed number, we learned to divide. And there's nothing wrong with division because this is still true. 8/6 is interpreted as 8 divided by 6. And so we ask the kids, well, how many sixes can you get out of 8? And they say it's 1, and then they do the subtraction and they get 2, and they're left with 1 and 2 6 as their fraction. This is whole number language that we use. And so right now, kids are really just thinking about a whole 8 somethings and a whole 6 somethings. That's what they're thinking about. So what I want to do is really talk about how we can use that fraction language and to help them to make the connections that we want them to make so that they're able to use that part whole language and understanding exactly what it is that they're doing. The first way I'm going to talk about is looking at 8/6 and interpreting this as 8/1/6. That's thinking of it as fractions. So that means that this is the same as 8 times 1/6 or 8 groups of 1/6. So it could be written as 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, and you do this 8 times. And so at least the students are focusing on fractions, on interpreting this using that fraction language. And so they see that 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6. This makes one whole here, and then they have 2/6 remaining. So that's why they are able to use that division algorithm. The second way that they can do this, so this is the first way, the second way, this is the third way that they could think about it. 8/6, you could ask the students, well, how many 6/6 are in 8/6? And so you could do 6/6 plus, and what's remaining is 2/6. This at least helps them to think about one whole as a fraction, as the equivalent form of 1. So this we know is one whole, so this becomes 1 and 2 6. It's the same thing, but just changing the language so we can use that fraction language, which helps them to think about fractions. So we don't only want to use a whole number language, we want to use the fraction language so that kids are able to understand the parts of the whole and understand fractions have size, and the size makes a difference. So I hope this helps.